Okay, people. Teresa St. Jean Crockett is not Teresa Marie Halbach. Here's the reason why. There's 10 years difference. There's 4 inches difference. And one has a lazy eye and the other one doesn't. But I want Teresa St. Jean Crockett. Teresa St. Jean Crockett drives around Manawa in a 6B3 deep jewel green RAV4. Did you just see that? Wasn't that Teresa? You know. Go fuck with them, you know. Anyway, nah, I'd rather have Teresa Marie Halbach, but I want Teresa St. Jean Crockett. Hey, Crockett, you're not Teresa, okay? Why not? I'm trying to get you some money, girl, okay? Fuck. Just come in here, take money like a candy out of a baby's fucking hand. Anyway, shit. Okay, got some reading to do, people. This is Zellner's fucked up Court of Appeals decision dated and filed bullshit. Fuck. This bitch. Anyway, let's go to background. This is the third time Avery's before the Court of Appeals. We have previously summarized the facts in this case, blah, blah, blah. For context, October 31st, 2005, Avery arranged for Teresa Halbach, 25-year-old professional photographer, to photograph a vehicle at Avery's Auto Salvage. At the time, Avery Auto Salvage was located on a 48-piece property owned by Avery's parents. Blah, 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 blah. As relevant, Bobby Dassey, then 19 years old, reported that on October 31st, 2005, he was looking out his window from his family's trailer and saw Halbach arrive at approximately 2:30, take photograph of the vehicle, and walk towards Avery's trailer. Well, anyway, Steven saw her. He was out there. She didn't walk shit. She went back to her car. She met him a little ways, whatever. But anyway, she walked back to her car. Now, Bobby stepped away from the window. Nah. Right. He never saw Halbach again, according to Bobby. Okay? Well, see, here's the problem. That's what it says right here, and now we're going for some Denny bullshit. No. What is that, according to Steven, Bobby didn't have time to step away from the window, didn't have time to take a shower, didn't have time to come back out, and didn't leave, and Halbach's vehicle is still sitting there. You see. Both vehicles are gone at the same fucking time within minutes of each other. Okay? Bobby's riding her ass. They're close together. I mean, boom, right behind each other. Why? Because time is of the essence. She's got to be going this way in case Steven sees her and see her leave. Okay? Bobby later on testified that he saw her leave, which makes this. There's 2 conflicting reports now. But we'll go on. On November 3, Halbach's mother reported her missing, although we have a November 2 flyer, but okay. November 5, volunteer searchers found Halbach's RAV4 at the Avery salvage yard. The vehicle was covered with branches, plywood, and hood of another vehicle. Rambler. Okay. Here's how this goes, folks. Zellner does not use color codes. Okay? Had Zellner... wait a minute, no. Allred uses color codes. What happens? Well, gee whiz. When we look at the photos of the volunteer searchers, unnamed, Pam and Nicole Strum, come to find out, those pictures were not taken that day, at that time, together. Now, here's the reason why. It's because the side and rear photos of the RAV4 are 6K or 8K4 confetti. That's a confetti vehicle. Okay. But the front of it is 760 Mystic Steel Mica, with the exception of the K95 bumper. Okay. So we got pictures taken in the morning of two different RAVs. Okay. In the same photo line. Because when you look at it on the front quarter, that's a 760 Mystic Steel Mica with a gray bumper. But when you look at it on the side, you look at it on the back, that's a confetti. They switching the vehicles. All right. In the same shot. So we got both vehicles in the same shot. We just got the front end of the one they found later on. We got this side and ass end of that one. But come to find out, yeah, they did that. Either way, later on, we got the trooper with the ass end and the side, and that's a 760 Mystic Steel Mica. The front end is, the ass end is 60 Steel Mica, and the side is a K95 Mystic Steel Mica. That's what you have. You take those photographs to anybody, Mako, take them to, I don't know, the Mew Toyota, Auto Body Parts, all right, and ask them if I'm right. I'm right. That's all there is to it. So what does this mean? What this means is he never saw Halbach again. Bobby stepped away from the window. No, he didn't. He stepped away from the window, and they just leave it at that. Well, he's taking a shower. Stephen walks across the yard, walks in there, puts the Auto Trader magazine on a table somewhere, and then turns around and walks back out. And they're gone. Okay? They're gone. Look at he split just like that. Both of them. Where does he walk, steps away from the window? To do what? Take a shower. See, that take a shower is not in there. So he lied. Bobby lied. And he lied that he never saw Halbach again. No. He's given Halbach the camera or the media card from the camera that contains those photographs down the back 40 on the 31st of October 2005, and Teresa takes it and gives it to Ryan. Well, now we got on November 5th, volunteer searchers found Halbach's vehicle. Well, on the 31st of October, Teresa had those photos in her hand. Okay. Teresa didn't have them in her hand. Then Ryan's lying, and Pam's lying. And Earl gave her the photographs on the camera, or the media card, when she went into the office. Those are the only two places. It's either Bobby or Earl. That's it. That's the only way those photographs got on that camera, for that camera to transfer to AV Auto Salvage, go to Teresa Halbach's house, and in the hands of Brian, Pam, law enforcement. That's what happens when you use color codes. Here's what happens when you don't use color codes. Well, fuck. Let's see. After finding RAV4, police searched every property and over the course of the next 4 months discovered identified evidence including burned bone fragments in and around the burn pit with DNA matching Halbach's. It didn't match Halbach's. It was a close relative, cousin, something like that, but it didn't match. So here Zellner has it matching. When the fact of the matter is, it's not DNA, a direct blood relative of Karen. Did not come from Karen. Okay? Bones in the, they identified? Yeah, they are within the Halbach family constellation, yes, but not the daughter of Karen. So, Zellner's really not doing Stephen a favor. Okay. With both Avery's and Halbach's bloods in the RAB. Well, wait a minute now. In Teresa's RAB? Whose RAB? What RAB? Okay. Avery's and Halbach's blood is in the RAB4, but Halbach's DNA is not. Stephen's DNA is not. Oh, and now we got remains of electronic devices, camera. Okay, fine. Well, how did those get there? Well, I think that they got there because Teresa gave Bobby the camera and the PDA and whatever else, what devices and camera. So here we are down at the mailboxes. You can't see Avery. Avery can't see the mailboxes. You can't see it. The road turns like this. It's got foliage in the way. So there's a spot right there where they just boom, camera, PDA, that's it, and then take off. And then they both go running. That's what happened. Because Earl sure the fuck didn't give it to Pam. If Earl gave it to Pam, then Pam's in the know, Ryan's in the know, they're both lying, and Bobby doesn't know shit, right? Fuck that. Although, could be. You know, but why is Ryan lying and shit? Okay? And then he said he saw her leave. Yeah, he saw her leave. He was right there on her ass. Or he left first and she met up with him. Either way, there was an exchange of shit. That's where it happened. That's the only place it can happen. Unless they meet someplace else. Teresa goes around, ends up down there at the dam, the ranger station. Bobby goes down there and he's kicking back in the ranger station. Bobby and Teresa are down at the ranger station. Scott Taddock shows up at the ranger station. Fuck. Anyway, they found Halbach's key in the bedroom with only Stephen's DNA on it, but not Teresa's. But it says with Avery's DNA on it. Doesn't say not Teresa's DNA on it. So she's not helping her client there. Okay. Avery's day is on the hood latch of the RAV4. Well, how the fuck did that get there? Huh? How'd that get there? The RAV4 that's in Wisconsin State Crime Lab might be, and could possibly, well, no, not really. See, the RAV4 at the State Crime Lab has not been identified to be Teresa's. It's just a RAV4. There's stickers on there that has a VIN on it that are all whited out. There's a sticker up there underneath the hood with the VIN on it, all whited out, or can't blurred and spot. Okay? You're taking pictures of it, and then you stand back, take pictures of it down here at the data plate, but they don't go zoom in on the data plate. That means that that vehicle is a prop. It's just a prop. People, if it was real, then they would be down there taking snapshots of that to tell you that this vehicle is in fact Halbach's. But no, none of the photographs taken in the Wisconsin State Crime Lab can be submitted to court as evidence that's Teresa's vehicle if you don't have a close-up of that plate with all that shit on it and the barcode. Without the barcode, no purchase. So all that's out. And that proves that Shelley Cohane or someone went in there and put some Stephen Avery blood on it. Okay, they got off the stick shipped over there in the Pontiac or whatever Grand Am he had. Okay, they just went over there. There's dried up blood shit down here. Okay, that don't happen. Anyway, flake blood, oh, that's all fucked. That's not in here. And they bullet fragments in Avery's garage containing whole batches of DNA. Well, no, because the fact is that they can't contain DNA because there's no trace of any blood in Avery's garage. And that floor has not been cleaned. So Kathleen T. Zellner is just setting Stephen Avery to fuck up. Okay? She's omitting shit. She's saying shit. Okay? And now she's making Halbach dead. Making her shot in the garage. What the fuck is wrong with this lady? She wants a Denny. She's protecting Teresa Marie Halbach. She's being paid by the Halbach family. You got to keep Stephen Avery guilty as long as Teresa Halbach is free. Fucked up. I didn't even get past the first page. The state charged Avery in part first-degree intentional homicide. This is totally fucking bullshit. Total bullshit. But it won't work if you use color codes. If you use color codes, the whole thing is fucking, the dynamics completely change. How did those photographs get on the camera that Ryan had on the camera he gave Pam? How did Pam have those photographs that Ryan gave her to give the law enforcement? And how did Pam know not to take additional pictures of the vehicle that she found, which is not the same vehicle that's on the camera? That's what happens when you use color codes. Now, Allred uses color codes. Zellner does not use color codes. Zellner is flat ass against Stephen Avery's getting the fuck out. She wants this to be this way. She needs this to be this way. Because she's been this way for a long time, the Netflix came out, and then I came along, and I blew the whole motherfucker up, and now she can't change course. She's stuck on the same fucking thing. And she's going to file the same fucking bullshit and get the same fucking result. Nothing's changed. And they're going to do it again and again and again. And it's just for show and donations coming in. And she's applying attorney fees because it's just more work for her. Stephen Avery is the cash cow for Zellner. Zellner's a fucking traitor to her trade. Zellner is unfaithful to her client. Zellner is walking Stephen Avery's dying in fucking prison. Stephen Avery, you will die in prison as long as you keep Zellner. That's all there is to it. Now, we sent all the attorneys, all the photographs of all the vehicles, and we match them up, and show differences between the vehicles. Strang knows because he got it. Beauty knows because he's got it. Lord Knight Rider knows. Stephen Drizzen knows because they got it. But Kathleen T. Zellner and her staff abandoned her office, and there's kept trying. And the stickers are on the door. Got pictures of it. Okay? They just can't deliver it to Zellner because she won't take it. Because if Zellner takes it, then she knows she's fucked up. Dean Strange, Jerome Beauty, you don't hear them up there crying, saying, oh, well, fuck. They don't do it. Knight Rider, Drizzen. These lawyers are now paralyzed that they can't change course with this new information. That they've been wrong this whole fucking time. Okay? Yeah. And that means that Teresa Marie Halbach is in on it. How did they tell Teresa Marie Halbach? And those photographs get on the camera. The only way is Earl Avery gave Pam the camera. Teresa's dead. If that would be the case, what the fuck is all this burning bones and shit, stuff like that? That can't be done, by the way. The way they describe Teresa Marie Halbach dying, or being burning, right? They just rolled her ass in there and didn't cut her up. But yet there's marks on the bones. That tells you something. So the story didn't even match. She's got fire people. There's not enough fuel. There's not enough time. There's not enough heat. Okay? She has to be burned in a contained burn barrel. Of which, on an aerial photograph, we got a burn barrel. We got, while the police were in charge, we got a burn barrel down there with smoke coming out of it. We got Avery's golf cart down there next to it. And they're burning shit over in the quarry while the police are there. So how did Grandma Avery golf cart end up way over here in the Radant quarry with a burn barrel, with smoke coming out of the burn barrel during the flyover, taking photos on the 4th? Okay. Grandma's golf cart is down there. It's burning. Cops aren't there yet. Excuse me. Okay. So there's the burn site. We got on camera the barrel, Grandma's golf cart. So Grandma Avery did it. Yeah. And Alan. Yeah. Alan and Grandpa Alan and Grandma Dolores. They did it. Grandma Avery's golf cart is down there next to a burning barrel. What the fuck? Anyway, that's when they were burning the PDA, the PD stuff. But anyway. No. She's against her client. This is totally false shit. And the fact is that she knows it's totally false shit. I've contacted her enough times. I put up enough fucking videos. They know. But they keep pushing the false fucking narrative. Now, the last person in the whole fucking world represents Stephen Avery is going to be Gloria Allred. Okay. Yeah. Gloria Allred is defending Stephen Avery. Yeah. Right. A snowball's chance in hell, dude. But that's not the point. Allred is not defending Stephen Avery. Allred is going after Zellner for being disloyal to her client, regardless of who her client is. Okay? And Stephen Avery is going to be the worst person in the whole fucking world, but he didn't do this. So he shouldn't be in prison for this. Now, for the shit that he is supposedly done, either did his time or nobody filed charges, so therefore he's presumed innocent. Okay? So, she will take on Avery's case because Zellner's disloyal to her client, and it's a lawyer thing. Okay? It's not Stephen Avery. However, Gloria Allred, on the other hand, there's Brendan Dassey. Youth. So she'll take that on, Brendan Dassey, not a problem. But the main reason why Gloria Allred will take this on is because the search for Teresa Marie Halbach will resume. Teresa Marie Halbach is female and she's a victim. She's listed as being kidnapped by Manawha County Sheriff's Department. Okay? So, Allred's taken on this case to find and locate Teresa Marie Halbach. That's why she's doing it. And she's also got a Netflix, okay? She's got her own Netflix show. And if she can go ahead and Making a Murderer season 3 and bust all this fucking shit and take down the fucking club, well, fuck. That's way worth more than what her fucking show is worth. Okay? Yeah. So now Allred has not one but 2 hits on Netflix. That's double whammy. So she'll take it on just for Netflix. A whole nother fucking show with Gloria Allred. So it's the Dean and Jerome years and Knight Rider and Dresden years, okay. Those. And then it's the Kathleen T. Zellner years and Knight Rider and Dresden. And then now it becomes the Zellner, the Gloria Allred years. Now Gloria Allred solves the case. Basically disbars Zellner. That's it, disbars Zellner. Absorbs her staff. Re-educates her staff because they're under some delusional shit. But who knows more about this case? Gloria Allred would just be fine if she would just tell Zellner to vacate her fucking office and Allred move in with the same staff. Just under new management, that's all. That's all. Yeah. And then Stephen Avery will be free, Kathleen T. Zellner will be disbarred, Brendan will be free, and we will eventually find Teresa Marie Halbach. Okay? There's 3 women out here. Actually, there's 2. Teresa St. Jean Crockett's just there if she would come sign a contract and be an actress in Making a Murderer season 3. Okay, perfect. Except for Teresa Marie Halbach play herself. That'd be better, but then that leaves Crockett out in the cold. Oh well. I have proven to you people, I have proven to you, Gloria, I know you're watching me. And you, Kathleen, I know you're watching me. Oh, yeah. Zellner, yeah. You either call an emergency fucking meeting and start using color codes and you'll crack this fucking case and get your client off. You'll get Brendan off and you'll find Teresa Marie Halbach. But you don't, Gloria Allred to come in and do it. You got competition, girl. Yeah, I'm threatening your ass with Allred. Maybe Allred's already done it. I don't know. But Steven can fire your ass anytime he wants, Zellner. If he hadn't already. So you go to court next time. Here's what you do. You file for an emergency court hearing. And you go in there and you present the facts as I have explained them to you using Toyota color codes. Fuck. And they're gone. The only way this works is if you don't use color codes. And you haven't used color codes yet, and I've told you to use color codes fucking years ago. But you won't do it. Even now, to this day, you won't do it. Because you're stuck on stupid. Zellner is trapped in her own fucking shit. If she goes in there and says, well, I've been filing false documents all this time. I've been keeping Stephen Avery in prison all this fucking time. And then, I pulled my head out of my fucking ass and smelled the roses. And all of a sudden there's color codes in my world, which fucks me up. And then now I'm liable. Zellner's liable. So she wants to keep Stephen Avery in prison as long as she fucking can. Because she's liable to her client. She's practicing legal malpractice. That's what she's doing. And that's where Allred comes in and takes Zellner on. Allred walks in, takes Zellner on, kicks her ass. She gets fucking duck walk out of her own fucking office. They scrape Zellner off, and they put Allred back on. Same office, Allred now. Instead of, now it's Allred's satellite office. She goes and visits. Yeah, bitch. And that's what they all are. Nye Ryder, Drizzen, they talked all this fucking shit. They went on all these fucking tours. They did all this fucking shit. You know what? Nye Ryder, Drizzen, yeah, you guys are so fucking stupid. False confession. Well, guess what? Confession means a corroborated statement. So it's false corroborated statement. Learn proper fucking English language, will ya? False statements. A statement is uncollaborated. I was on the grassy knoll. I was a 13th shooter, okay, in Dallas, Texas, when I was 3. Okay? That's an unsubstantiated statement. A substantiated statement, there it is. It's called a confession. I confess that I burned the building down. Well, there's a fucking burning building that is smoldering on the ground. I'm the one that did it. And they connected me to it somehow. Well, then that's a confession. You see? That's a confession. There's no false confession shit. Brendan made false statements. Brendan can make all the false statements he fucking wants. You have to collaborate his statement. If he says that he shot Teresa Halbach 10 times in the head with a .22 in the garage, you better go in there and find brain matter, blood, fucking bullets with actual DNA from Teresa, and you better find all fucking 10 of the son of a bitches. Otherwise, it's merely a statement. And they're taking uncollaborated statements and convicting people. No. That's not how it goes. Anyway, Allred knows exactly what to do. Grab those photos and take them to Lemieux Toyota and ask them, which vehicle did Teresa... Oh, and make sure you get the one off of WBA News. And it's so fucking stupid, Laura and Maura, you dumbasses. Here you got a color photograph. They got down here a green RAV4 on the wanted poster, missing person poster, right? Then they got the green, 6B3 deep green, on WBA 2 News, 3 and 4. Nobody said shit. There's the green, dark green one. There's a picture of the son of a bitch. You grab the RAV4 they found in maybe on a salvage. You compare those two. They're not the fucking same. Shit. I showed you. Right there it is, colored photograph. Dark green. Blue shows up. Teresa owns a blue, but she drove a dark green. How fucking hard is that to figure out? Stupid. I fucking hate stupid people, man. It's fucking stupid. And you're sitting there charging the taxpayer how much to keep Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey in prison under a false conviction? Yeah, it's a false conviction. Fraud upon the court makes all court orders void. Just like you stamp out a check. You just void a check, you can't cash the son of a bitch. Okay? And as if never issued. They walk, with no further legal effect. Federal Rule B 60B4. Anyway, don't be surprised if Allred comes up and just thoroughly thrashes your guys' ass. Because she can do it. All she does is use color code. You don't. She does. She wipes your ass out because you're stupid. That's all it does. That's all there is. Okay? Have a nice fucking day.